Hello everybody, this is Cristo 4 here and welcome back to Let's Play DanganRonpa V3 The Killing Harmony.
The end of the cult.
The end of the end of Angie.
The end of Angie.
The end of Angie. So Angie died.
Somehow.
We don't know who the
sword through which one? I don't know. Oh, that sword. Okay, yeah, that looks like a gold sword.
That looks like the gold sword that was in the room. So last time Angie died and also made these wax statues of the killer.
What's the black liquid ink?
Yes.
It's a lot of ink.
It's a lot of paint. Black.
All the paint is black.
All the paint is black.
And all the shit is blue.
And all the shit is blue. So we're gonna investigate the crime, and I know the first thing I noticed was the back door.
Also, there's lines on the wall.
Oh, hi, Kaede. That's not
unnerving
creepy
at all. This door is the lab's back door. Kaede's creepy. The door's a sliding lock, and it's still locked.
It's like that's first of all, it's Maki's line. You fuck. Second of all, I just like to imagine the whole time there's just a slow zoom in on Kaede's face the whole time.
And that's because no one has used this door since we came in here. I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since. I can't read through your arms!
Here. Read it now.
Fuck you.
It's not even your line.
It's not even my line.
Oh wait, what's this? Gold! Look, there's something gold shiny on the tab of the sliding lock.
Gold and shiny? Could it be?
Is that alright?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
So what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead. Do what you want.
Fuck you for being so anti-helpful. I carefully touch the knob and the lock, avoiding the gold parts.
Well, yeah, you gotta
avoid that knob.
Not only that, but you have to preserve the crime scene as it is.
Well, yeah, just use gloves like Kyoko, and softly slid the lock open.
Don't you mean Kirigiri?
Nope, I can use both names.
Don't you mean Makoto and Kirigiri?
Yeah, no, it's Naegi and Kyoko.
Koyoko.
Click.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, the lock will slide without much effort. Click. Whether you lock it or unlock it, you gotta pop it and lock it before you drop it.
Okay, good.
Now look at Kaede with a sword through her face.
I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something about it that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm gonna take a closer look at it.
Okay. Maki, walk to the front door.
Alright.
Convenient things are convenient.
You look at that front door.
Look at Kaede.
I'm gonna investigate everything else.
It's tab. It's enter.
You're correct.
You're destroying the crime scene.
No, I'm not. These cans have nothing to do with the crime scene.
That's what you think. Oh yeah, there's what's on Rentaro? That's just Ryoma on top of Rentaro. Okay.
He's not.
He's not. It's just the way. Yeah. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Just slapping all this shit out of the way. Some detective you are.
You're really.
There's
signs
of a struggle, by the way.
Are there?
The ink splattered everywhere.
The ink's been splattered everywhere.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Not all over the room.
Yes, it was. The ink. Don't you remember? I made mention of the fact that there was ink all over the room.
Stop trying to leave the room.
You
can't look at Kaede and the statues.
This is what we're supposed to look at.
What the fuck? Look at the Necronomicon. Necronomicon. Or you can't look at it.
I have to go closer to Angie's body before I look at the Necronomicon.
Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
And you know what? They're probably going to make mention of the fact of Kaede being stabbed.
Later.
While we're closer to Angie's body.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
You got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. You can't afford to waste any time here.
Don't hurry me. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin.
Every single game, there's one person who doesn't really care about looking at a dead body.
Like Kirigiri.
And Mikon.
And Mikon. Especially when it benefits her. Necronomicon.
Yeah, now we can look at the bodies.
Necronomicon.
Alright, Kurumi.
The 4 effigies hung upside down here makes it seem particularly eerie.
Yeah, the last
The ropes are dangled from the exposed beams in the ceiling.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Angie, probably?
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this rope from the warehouse?
you're right.
I believe so. That means that there won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes.
Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole.
The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Shot puts. Anyway, I know these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
Ropes for tires.
that's true.
Ryoma looks like he's wearing glasses. Is that me? That's just
Yeah,
me?
it's weird looking.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too.
The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual?
I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of the way to hang a wax effigy?
Someone who wanted to make it like a ritual? Right. If they're going to do so much work, there must be some reason behind it. Maybe they read the ritual and like were disguising the scene. Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely?
So the effigy's hung upside down is its own bullet.
You should
So
look
now let's look at
specifically at
The katana.
The katana.
It's right in
A
the kind
katana stabbed in Kaede's wax effigy.
chest.
Damn it!
Who did this? And why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Yeah, an assassin.
It also blocks the door from being opened. Even if it was unlocked.
No, I think
No, it's right over the door.
No, it's not. I think that.
Maki nudged me aside, encrypt the katana, and pull it out of the effigy.
See, I think that it was used to block. I think it was used to push against the lock, the handle. Anyway, it was the body was like the fucking thing was turned to block that. I think because it was locked, right?
Yeah. Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene.
She's an assassin. She doesn't care about that.
Well,
Once
she's not used to clearing a scene and like investigating it. She's used to leaving scenes. Naki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana. But there's gold leaf on it.
okay,
Also, blood at the tip.
I believe it's the one that was on display at the Ultimate Anthropologist lab.
So was it stabbed face first or sideways?
Back of the neck.
Oh, back of the neck. So it probably stabbed her a little bit. Just
Right
enough.
through.
Just enough.
Right through. But it wasn't instant death.
They never said it was instant
It
death.
wasn't instant deth then.
They never said it was.
They didn't say it wasn't, but I don't think it would have been.
Is that so? I guess that's the
Probably the deciding factor.
the deciding factor if it was instantaneous or not, because otherwise the game would have told us if it was instant death.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like what did they leave out? You can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the blood seen at the tip.
That's a huge short
edge is-
chunk to go in, by the way.
The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
but
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon, because they're all open.
could it be?
Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab's on the same floor? They must have grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
A long weapon?
That's what came to my mind.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't get...
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length. Because you deal with short-range
really?
weapons.
Or really long range, like a bomb.
Or sniper.
Yeah, or that.
That's true.
Not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know how I don't use swords for this. He must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway.
But a sniper isn't? I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But who the fuck thinks carrying a katana is harder than carrying a sniper?
Rifle.
No, just a sniper. You're carrying
an entire sniper.
But how did they know all this?
Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
Must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later.
That's gonna come in handy. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey,
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Oh yeah, he's gonna just stab you. Thank you.
No, because she's literally stabbing Kaede again. And
I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back in the wax effigy.
Dude.
by the way,
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy?
Hide the blood on it.
Probably. A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon?
That's a pretty shitty way to... Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. Maybe we might find a clue there.
The ultimate anthropologist lab? Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Now let's look at the body! Or the Necronomicon first, please, actually. I won't look at that first.
Okay, body. Oh, right, the fucking thing was clicked out of the window. Alright, time to look at the book.
Fuck off. I hate it when you do that.
There's the book, right there.
There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma files, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, which the katana could do, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Well,
What made you... Then what do you make of the wound on top of her forehead?
Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
But her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
No, I think she was knocked unconscious before stabbed in the back of the neck.
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be necessary.
Remember-
Or unnecessary.
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What's going on with these two wounds? I mean, if the sword's not in good enough shape to, like...
Huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move.
Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up to the, by the
this-
shoulder.
What's this doing crumble beneath her body?
What is it?
It's duct tape with her hair on it? With blood. This is duct tape, right? What's the duct tape doing here?
I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right?
White hairs. No one else except Kibo has white hair. So...
Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean?
Maybe they tried to tape her head up. I don't know.
but
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It's partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Well, that's true.
Even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies.
I like this face.
I like Maki a lot, guys. So don't beat yourself
It's gonna
over
be tragic when she dies then.
Yeah.
Because everyone you love dies.
No, untrue.
Chiaki, Mikan.
Hina.
Spoilers for the first and second game. You know it's only the second game.
Yeah, and remember when Chiaki and or Mikan was in the first game?
Yeah,
I sure
totally.
do.
Well, it's a good thing you're used to corpses then, Maki.
Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Sorry, just joking. Couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too.
That didn't sound like a joke, though. Look at the fucking book!
Okay, let's leave.
You can't. You physically cannot leave yet.
Okay. fucking asshole. I don't know why the book was...
The game won't even let you leave. Ah, the book!
I mean, the game won't let me leave. It just won't start the trial unless I read it.
No, it won't let you leave the room yet. You're still not... This was the motive. The Necronomicon.
Hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if we look at the book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. Ooh. Necronomicon
Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. So she made it very obvious. So
oh yeah, they were like replicas.
after preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. So it wasn't burned, so it couldn't have been
so
that.
it couldn't have been that.
Sprinkle the ashes of the effigy on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success.
Oh! Well, Jesus.
The ashes are only good for 1 use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely.
Tap on the back, huh? Stab in the back?
She was stabbed in the neck.
Still in the back. It's not the front of the neck. So these are steps for the resurrection ritual.
this is stupid.
Ain't you really believed in this crap?
Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. You skipped a line, by the way.
The fuck? It's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this.
Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true.
Well, we don't have the ashes. So how would it even work?
If we perform the ritual now... but that proves that it wasn't the killer. Was
Yeah.
not the resurrected person. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out.
But we don't have any of their ashes because, again, the bodies
No,
were...
it's not the body's ashes. The Necronomicon's ashes over the effigy.
Oh,
So by that result, we can conclude
the ritual was never performed.
The ritual would never have performed because the Necronomicon's still intact.
Yep. And
So
that's
the
gonna be our
ritual
truth.
that disproves that the killer was the resurrected student, the transfer student,
Well, I mean, yeah.
which is what they're going to argue, especially Sumugi.
Smoogie might.
She was the one who came up with it.
I just want to confirm something. You've been looking at that front door for a while, Maki.
I mean, no, she left to join the body exploration with us.
You've been looking at that door for a while.
Exploration, examination, the body exploration.
Yeah, it's just Pokemon. When we got to this lab, you sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. Click, 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 click. I grabbed the door and tried to overturn it. Click, 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 click. Stop! It really is locked. I'm reading the flashback. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do what? Move my chair. No. Stop.
What?
Bad Christoph.
Just be like...
And then you
right
murder me
back.
the same way that Angie was murdered.
Yeah, with
Laceration
with
in
a
the
cup.
head, stabbed in the back of the neck.
Yep, and I totally would do that in a dorm room where other people can hear everything.
While recording it.
While recording it for the mass audience.
I mean, just don't upload it at that point.
I mean, yeah, but the evidence would still be there.
Deleting it?
You have it... As long as it's there, you can never get rid of it. It'll be there forever.
What noise was that?
Slash. It was super effective.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. I can't read through you! I literally cannot read through you!
Hey, you can read it now, right? Ow!
Karate chop! I'll just go all over here.
Okay, you can do whatever you want. It's fine. You can now rest on top of my fucking back like that, because that makes sense. So he picked the cylinder to lockpick open.
He picked the lockpick.
He picked the
He said
cylinder
he picked
lock.
the cylinder lockpick open.
He licked.
He licked the pick.
I don't know why my brain is scrambling all these words. He picked the cylinder lock open. That's what it said. Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocups took the key.
No.
Monodam ate the key.
That's what happened.
And then he hasn't shut it out yet.
Or vomited it up.
That's not his thing. That's Monophany's thing.
Yeah, because
Monophany.
because only Monophany is the only one who pukes, even though it's been confirmed Monotaro also does that.
Monodam doesn't, though.
Then
So Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right?
That puts him on the suspect list. Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from the outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed the door as they pleased.
Yep. So the front door was locked from inside the room?
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities.
Well, maybe.
So, I mean, if they locked it then closed it, would that work?
Well,
like, is it one of those doors where you can close, you can, like, turn the lock to
No,
lock
no,
it,
I think...
and then you close it and it stays locked?
I don't think so. I think it actually opens up. But you know what came to mind? Lock the door from the inside, go out the other door, and then find a way to move.
well,
That's why
if you-
Kaede.
if you
that's
have
why
the
the
sword
That's
in
why the
there-
sword was in Kaede. It was moved to lock the door to make it
Well, they
appear
used
that
the
it was.
sword to push it away,
No.
closed the door behind him, and it locked it behind him.
No, the sword was used as a fucking bridge between Kaede and the lock. And that's why it stayed shut, because no one could push it against the sword in Kaede's body. That's how it works.
But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. They really couldn't have hidden inside the lab either.
Nope, because it would have been obvious. Still, it's strange that the front door and back doors have different locks. Front door lock we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
this
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? We've had
Locked, huh?
we've had one of those in each game, and
Yep.
in each one we've disproven the locked room.
That's not true. In the first one, the locked room mystery was,
Well, that was
Sakura.
the suicide. Spoilers for the first game. And
we
then
didn't disprove it. We proved it was the case.
we proved that, but it wasn't really. She went into the room and killed herself. Not she went into the room and then someone murdered her from in the room and then left.
Well, we proved it was a suicide by saying it was a locked room murder. But yes.
And in the second game, it was the basis for the entire fucking chapter.
For the beach house.
What?
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, no. Never mind. That was chapter 2, not 3.
Chapter 3 doesn't make any sense. That was the fun house.
That was the fun house.
That wasn't a locked room case.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it kind of was, but it wasn't at the same time.
It was a locked building
It was
case.
a locked. I mean, it technically was a locked room if you didn't think about the design of the funhouse. Spoilers.
That's not.
It was.
Saying the design is not a
It
spoiler.
could have been. Yes, it is. It's a huge spoiler for how the case is
Saying
solved.
what the design is a huge spoiler, but talking about the design isn't.
If you go with the basic design they had when they first walked in, it was a locked room at that point.
Yeah.
But we proved it wasn't a locked room.
That is a spoiler for the second game. That would have been the spoiler.
Yes. Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocups. So both doors could only be locked from the inside.
But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock from the front door and go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this lock room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true,
that's right.
but that's true as well. But I don't. Now that it's pointing to him, I don't think it's him at all. I never thought it was him to begin with, but
How would I move this? Oh, spacebar is that. I forgot about that.
what?
Also, he appeared in an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
Didn't he appear from down the hallway too, like the back door?
He's clearly suspicious. He is suspicious.
It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient.
That is exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens in the mind of anyone who's played any games like Phoenix Wright or Danganronpa.
Yeah,
if it's
totally
convenient,
not.
if it's suspiciously convenient for them, that means they are not the murderer.
Oh yeah, it's probably still Tenko. My money's still on Tenko.
My money is all bet on Tenko, and if it's not, then I guess I lose.
If it's not Tenko, then my money is bet on Kibo.
Kibo?
White hairs. Also, Kibo could definitely put the sword through the wax figure.
I don't think it's Kibo.
He's my backup if Tenko's not the thing.
I mean...
Tentative backup. Until we get more facts. But anyway, it's still Tenko's primary suspect.
It's a monitor for communicating with us.
Yeah,
it's a monitor
for communicating with us. There's nothing on the screen.
No, I was
just seeing it makes me feel sick. Sick, bruh!
Alright, time to leave.
No, you gotta talk to Miyu.
Oh, right, I have to talk to Miyu and Tsumugi and Gonta.
And Angie. Talk to the dead girl.
Talk to dead girl.
That busty brainy beauty
has
figured it all out.
Huh?
You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
The culprit? Fuck that!
I don't think you're understanding this. Shuichi, do we have time to be really listening to her?
Wait!
Wait, goddammit! Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea?
Fucking mouse!
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
Fine, you big baby. Okay.
No,
I like to find you, big baby.
Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell ya. You better thank me for this.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear anymore.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are,
It
why?
was obviously an orgy gone wrong. I can picture her saying that.
Wait, an orgy with wax dolls?
Who knows what Angie's into?
There's
Anyway,
no holes in them!
as far as you know.
Except for Kaede in the chest!
As far as you know. Anyway, they are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
But I figured out just with one glance. These are diversions!
Could it be...
Diversions?
Listen up!
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something!
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
Oh my god!
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
You're a waste of time.
See, but Shuichi... Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
The hell's her problem? She on the rag or something?
Oh my god.
So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know. Let's just see how detailed these really are.
Hey! Miyu tried to look up the wax figure's skirt. On Kaede, obviously. Hey! What are you doing? Stop that!
It's either Kaede or Kurumi.
Either of those is weird!
Eee! What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties.
Why?
Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend's a doll now?
Fucking
If you like
virgin.
wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already.
I have objections to the statements that are being said. And he has nothing. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miyu is a waste of time. But if they were a diversion, that is pretty clever. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? Huh? Tenko? Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually,
Cause as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab. No, because Angie
No, Angie was there and alive then.
and she knew of the betrayal.
Yeah, she was
That's
completely
your line.
aware of it. I know that!
So that's not how it would have happened, because, well, she did tell Tenko that she forgave her and if she wanted to redeem herself to come back.
This is true, so she could have come back after the fact.
And said she wanted to rejoin the student council.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter
The student lab into her council. Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working
Working on the ritual since
yesterday.
Good job.
She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
Yeah, but certainly pointed to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but
I don't either, but I think she did it.
only student council members would have been let in here? So Angie only let in student council members, but she let 2 of you in. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Sumugi. Oh, is it Sumugi? No, she's too blind in her faith. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious.
Oh no, she's like the most devoted next to Himiko.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was either of them. And Gonta was... Gonta I don't think ever, because he's very
Gonta's
gullible.
too dumb.
So out of
Also,
that...
Gonta wouldn't be able to set up a crime scene this fucking...
So out of...
like, this complicated.
Yeah, so out
You
of...
have to talk to Gonta.
Right. So out of all that, then Kibo would be the only option. But I don't think he did it.
I think Kibo's a bit too
I think he
devoted
was
as well.
trying to... I think maybe he was trying to investigate the computer worm. He was probably there because of jealousy.
is strange. Impossible, even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Because student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
You.
Do you really think that everyone would go along with that rule?
But it's Atua's rule. Angie says he punish us if we not follow his rules. But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do anything they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. Huh? She was? No way. Student council could never break own rules. So Gonta followed the rules. They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here?
Gonta,
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. What are you laughing at? Gonta no could save you.
You're crying, Gonta, but
Gonta was sleeping.
I hate you.
I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council. You literally did it!
I mean, yeah. And now...
Now we can leave.
Are you sure about that?
Fuck! What is left? Oh, we talked to...
Did we talk to every... We need to talk to every wax body.
No, you didn't talk to Ryoma and Rentaro.
I said, do we have to?
The 4 effigies, blah 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 blah.
Oh, probably Rantaro's.
Oh, you have to find out the other reasoning. Remember, there's there was a diversion.
These are the only things we can interact with. We already talked to the back door.
I think that's everything. Now we've definitely looked at everything.
Here.
Have we talked to her?
Probably
Again?
not.
Way.
Strange to find back door with different locks. Yeah, now we know that. What else do we have to do?
I don't know what else to look at. Is there something over there on the right side of the room? I
No.
doubt it, but
We need to talk to you
Why
again.
leaving now?
Ha! Fucking virgin!
Fucking pervert! If you like wax dolls so much, go fuck the doll, yeah.
Yep. A small pool of blood has annealed.
Annealed?
Sorry, a bit distracted.
Annealed.
sorry. A bit distracted.
Just a bit. Just a tad.
A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso.
No, it's all your fault, though. It's all your fault because they don't know.
Oh, fuck off.
I mean, I don't care. I understand that. The audience doesn't.
Anyway, I read the line. This came from her forehead. This blood came from the back of her neck. Which means it was a nice gushing wound.
Is this?
This blood is dry, so it's been a while. I mean,
Well, it was 2 a.m. It's at least 7:30 when they woke up. That's like 5.5 hours.
So I'm gonna say round about 8 o'clock. So it's like a good 6 hours. I don't know why I was about to say 7. It's 6. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more.
That fits the 2 a.m. death time listed in the Monokuma file.
Okay, now we've investigated everything.
Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene.
Ouch! Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless.
Anyways, let's continue.
Or end.
I think we've finished investigating everything for now. So it's time to go to the ultimate anthropologist lab. Is it really time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues. That is your line.
Is it really time for rest? You seem to be very out of it.
Just a little.
Just a little. I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
You're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist lab. We might find a clue related
That's
to the
true.
katana.
That's
I
true.
thought it said Iceland for a second.
Related to Iceland?
We might find a clue related to Iceland. We're the Shepherd's journalists. We can find Atlantis.
Yes. That's true. We need to check the katana if it really did come from that place. That was
Sorry
Maki's-
about singing there.
Yeah.
She paused. Like, sorry about singing that. I just had my inner opera person come out. Is something wrong, Maki?
She's really like she's a really good assassin. The moment she kills someone, she just starts singing opera.
By the way,
And just like no one knows because they're all too busy dealing with their shit.
Like when she took out the whole 5th floor of that building, just as she walked away.
She just started singing "Ode to Joy." That's not "Ode to Joy." That's a fucking
Copyright!
That's "Open Your Eyes." That's
No. Obviously, she just started singing from Les Miserables. She just started singing one of those songs that she walked.
I dreamed a dream of time gone by.
As this building is exploding in the background.
Oh my god!
It fits.
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
You fit the sidekick role really well. It seems like you've gotten used to the sidekick role there, Maki, which you accused me of doing earlier.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it.
It means get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me.
It's not as if I asked you.
But it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. She noticed the door! Just like Hajime!
Every single game we play is gonna be related to doors. Is there doors in Valkyria Chronicles?
Nope.
Okay.
There's no doors. There's a gate.
Yep, so that's the door.
There's a gate. That's the best you're gonna get.
That's the door that we're gonna have. So let's leave.
There's doors in XCOM though if you want to use that game.
Yep, because we're gonna play XCOM
I mean, we could.
right now.
We could.
Right
just
now.
cut this video right here and just cut to an XCOM scene of you dying with the entire squad death.
Yeah, even though
You should see if the seance happened. I should go to the ultimate anthropologist lab.
nope.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. We're gonna go to the anthropologist lab.
Anthropomorphagists. Anthropomorphagists lab.
So is it just a bunch of furries in there?
Yep, that's all he's got in his bookcases and display cases.
Because Korekio is just secretly a furry. That's the, we're gonna.
That's why he wears that face mask.
He
and his hat.
He just has like
And
a
he has
fucking.
long hair.
He has like
and
a
his
tattoo.
hat.
No, he just has like a tattoo
No, he's
of
got
like a
cat
tiger.
ears and everything.
He has like a tiger.
He is a furry. He's constantly bandaged and in long.
No, he
sleeves
has
and
like
stuff.
he has like a fucking tattoo of like a tiger's mouth over his actual mouth. That's why it's covered up because he's too scared of
If I
anyone
remember
noticing
correctly, the gold leaf katana is from.
it. So far we've gotten out of this episode. Maki's an opera singer. Kaito's not only druggy but a furry.
Yup.
So it's out of the cheap.
And Angie's dead.
And Angie's dead.
And we have apparently fetish for dolls.
Yeah, apparently you want to fuck dolls. So
And you are hot and bothered about it. Because you play Miyu. It's just the sheath.
yeah, it's unsheathed.
Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath. Then it pulled out.
Okay.
Is the glass broken?
Probably. Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Korekio suspicious?
You mean Kyo?
Doesn't this make Korekio suspicious? This is his research lab after all.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and take it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too.
Is the glass broken though? It doesn't look like it's broken.
It looks like it was clearly.
Oh, hi, Kokichi!
Oh?
What are you guys doing here?
You.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that's your signature look.
Anyway,
I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Something for the seance.
Oh, does it need the cage?
Yep, the white sheet over there.
Why do you need that?
We bought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but we guess we needed that sheet too.
Why?
What is it?
Probably because Kyo said so.
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
so that
Scheisend!
That's why I wanted. That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before
I think I
got
just said
the
a
sheet.
German curse word, but okay.
What?
I was just like, Scheisen.
Study.
Study?
So let's see.
Kokichi took a look around and...
I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
yeah.
Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover. So this much must be it. Be it.
Beavid.
Let's see. What does it say about the Cage Child Seance?
Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up.
Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Cage Child mentioned is here.
Mentioned is here. If he rips it out of the book, I will kill him.
Yeah.
Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one pictured here. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Cage Child, you'll need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light. Spirit medium.
That's him, probably.
Okay.
If I remember correctly,
Just like Kyo said.
First, draw the magic circle, passed down from the Cage Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone in the ground. Afterwards, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparation.
The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. After the song is the caged child, then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. So what's the song? That sounds complicated.
But
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say?
Whether it works or not, Kyo's been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Yeah, he wanted us to do it with Kaede.
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah! He says he memorized every word of it too.
Don't you fucking do what I think you're about to do.
That's probably why he left the book here, cause he can conduct the seance without it.
But
Is it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost?
If you're curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi? But it's only 5 people, not 6.
well, you know.
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes. He's gonna try to fuck it up. There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens.
As a detective, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. One of the 3 empty rooms. We're in the middle of one.
Of the 300, not one of.
Shut up.
Yes, leave.
Yeah! Go to the seance! We're going to the seance next time!
Is he gonna have fucking Angie's voice? Because that would be hilarious.
No, we should both speak at the same time because it's him voicing Angie.
Oh my god. No, it would just be Angie's voice at that point.
But I like the combination voice idea. So
Oh my god. This voice with Angie voice? It's not gonna work.
We need to. Well, we'd have a line to read.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the same.
Next time, buddy, we're gonna go and do the entry room.
Yay!
See you guys next time for more DanganRonpa V3. Take care and have a lovely spoopy day. Even though it's nowhere near Halloween.